and you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect. We watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
The starting lineup for the visiting Oklahoma City, Andre Roberson.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. The Thunder made a special trip here for one game back in Oklahoma City. In for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Serge Ibaka. So the Thunder 5 right now. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Roberson is out there with Durant, and it's Adams in at the 5. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. 3 on the clock. And Zeller kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kid Gilchrist. That's his first foul. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And then for Oklahoma City, Collison comes in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Adams, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, a great rebounding small forward can give any team an X factor. Let's look at a few guys who have been playing that role over the course of the last month. Kevin Durant, number 1. Second is Michael Kid Gilchrist.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists. And really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch 4.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in.
Crisp pass into the paint.
We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Williams. Great D that time from Collison. Now the thing about Marvin Williams, you know, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, you know, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin.
Picked by Zeller. And stolen by Payne. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. So they take the lead. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Zeller. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Williams. Out to Lee. Pass to Freak. Clock at 6. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Williams. Andre Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Payne dishes to Adams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. First free throw is good. And so Adams nails both of them. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Hornets on top. They lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the...
Comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level. Charlotte. Marvin Williams is checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Jeremy Lin. And Freak subbed in for Walker. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Waiters in for Roberson. Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Lee out there with Freak. And it's Zeller in for center position. So that's the Hornets 5.
Kevin, they made less than 25% of their shots in the first quarter, coming out completely flat. They lacked energy and the execution was bad. But they've rebounded nicely here and look to extend the lead a bit with some nice shooting.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors played some good basketball. He finished with 8 points, and he was a free throw machine. A ton of his work done at the charity stripe. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Kid Gilchrist misses the 3.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
And a wide-open look for Freak. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Here's Payne. He had 19 points in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Here's Durant. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it. Durant's got 8 points.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Freak passes to Zeller. Williams a screen. It's hauled in by Collison.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And here's Freak. He's got 10.
Shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Hornets lead by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys get some deflections and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Waiters against Land. 6 to shoot. The feed to Freak. Takes the 13-footer. Offensive rebound. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in. Kid Gilchrist has got his first points of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting. Up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, you know, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Charlotte has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Westbrook. Dishes it to Zeller. Lee outside. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Soft touch off the glass. Kid Gilchrist has got the game tied up here for the Hornets. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And the Thunder with some changes. Enes Kanter comes in for Nick Collison. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Waiters. And both free throws good from Freak.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Thunder have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Al Jefferson's checked in for Charlotte.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Freak kicks to Jefferson. Takes the turnaround J, and that one's good. Jefferson's got 4 this quarter.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
5 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Freak. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Tie game here in Charlotte. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after the... All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far. Charlotte making a switch here. Freaks checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lamb out there with Freak, and it's Batum in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And the shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 8.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Freak with it. Here's Lamb. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. 10 points for Lamb. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Williams with the block.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
And Roberson kicks to Durant. From 10 feet out. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Lamb. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Checking out the game Jeremy Lamb is having. 10 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Enes Kanter.
He was very composed on that trip to the stripe, and it's close to being a one-possession game now.
Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Westbrook drives in. Pass to Adams. Up and in from the low block.
Steven Adams.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
Here's Freak. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And you could feel the crowd react as one.
Yeah, that shot got them out of their seats and off their hands.
And, guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Ibaka dishes to Westbrook. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for the Hornets. Stolen by Durant, and they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your Heat Entertainment Hornets team. Make some noise!
There's Freak. Charlotte no good that time either.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Lynn from long range. On the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Let's get him the ball.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of Russell Westbrook. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was 3 thoughts, kid.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I loved it.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm gonna have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby. It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon, but now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
At center, standing 7'2", number 17 at center.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Marvin Williams. And Freak subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. On the court for the Hornets, Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Batum is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Zeller, and it's Walker in at the point.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics have traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
And Walker kicks to Batum. Pass to Freak. Right side to Walker. Shot clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Zeller. The kick out to Walker. Good on the triple. Walker's got 7.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Walker. Now, Clarkson can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist. Outside, Walker. Picked by Zeller. On the wing, Batum. Defended by Young. For 3. A shot by Batum, no good. Lakers leading by 6. The pass to Young. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist. He got it up, and that's not going to go. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Lakers. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the...
Let's take them back.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their teams the best chance to win no matter what the circumstance is. That means playing young guys extended minutes, and all systems go. I mean, that's what being a pro is all about.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Lakers right now, Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Williams is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers came through when they needed him to. He had 9 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Hornets trail by 3.
Kobe Bryant is such a great all-around player. I mean, if there's one thing people don't talk about, it's his passing. He's 4th overall in assists amongst active players.
Russell dishes to Bryant. It's tipped. Kidd-Gilchrist the fast to lead. Here's Freak. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Freak's got 5 points now this quarter. And a chance here to see our rookie watch. The biggest point-producing freshman over the last 10 games. Second, D'Angelo Russell.
He gave them a luxury in those games that a lot of teams just don't have. I mean, being able to plug a rookie in and know he's going to carry his weight offensively.
Hey, anybody can open a bank account, but few can fill it up with the kinds of numbers he has over the last 10 games.
And going back to Kobe Bryant, guys, he had to learn the same thing that Michael Jordan had to learn on his own. To win championships, you have to trust your teammates and not take everything upon yourself.
Kobe learned from the best and played with some of the best. So you can't ask for a better way to spend a career.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
The Lakers in the lead. Back to Russell. Williams up on top. He has 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Williams. That's 7 points for Kobe Bryant.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Passes it to Lee. The dish to Lamb. Jefferson, a screen on Williams. No good from Lamb.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall.
Williams kicks to Russell. It's stolen by Lamb. Fast break now for Charlotte. Lamb leading the charge. Freak with it. Now defended by Randall. Williams a screen. Freak dishes to Jefferson. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And let's see some of the numbers here on Kobe Bryant. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
Defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed. That's why he's the team's leading scorer.
Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good from Freak.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Now, here's Clarkson, defended by Lynn. Young with no one around. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Williams passes to Freak. Picked by Williams. On the wing, but 2. Young with the steal. A minute 50 left here in the second. Here's Wirtz. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Nance. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Dishes it to Williams. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Picked by Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Nance with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And 101 left to play in the first half. Again, the Lakers.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Young against Batum. Here's Lynn. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Lynn's got his first basket of the night. Lakers leading by 7. Pass to Wirtz. Nance a screen. Here's Clarkson. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. In the corner, it's Lynn. Picked by Zeller. Lynn kicks to Zeller. The feed to Williams. Pass to Freak. Shoots the three. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. 5 seconds left in the first half. On its way from Young for two. And no good trying to get that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers ahead. They lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing.
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson. And Al, what's the strategy been so far defensively, and what needs to happen in the second half in that regard?
Well, we just got to help. We can't let everybody beat us. We just everybody got to help, and on the defense end, and getting the key to protect the paint.
Pick your poison. Can't let everybody beat you, Al. We appreciate it, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
What a good quarter of basketball.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Lamb. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. On the court for the Hornets, Kidd-Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Freak is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Zeller in at the 5. Lin from long range, and he gets it to go. Lin's got 7.
And one thing about Jeremy Lin, he sets the pace. A smart guy, good instincts. He simply knows when to slow it down and when to turn it up.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Picked by Williams. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Freak. At the top of the key, Williams. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating, and Hibbert with the block. Los Angeles leading by 4.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
And a wide open look for Freak. They get the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now, here's Clarkson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. That's good. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one. So both teams making some changes here. So it's the Lakers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Clarkson is out there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Russell. And it's Huertas in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Clarkson. Can't cash in. Here's Freak. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Regular. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these few minutes of basketball. And so it's Charlotte with the win. An amazing game lasting multiple overtime.
An epic battle. Both teams will rest well tonight. I mean, they gave tremendous effort in this one.
Well, Al, it seemed like like you had a rhythm going, and this was a game the team really needed that production from you.
Yeah, I got in a good groove, and I just kept attacking. So, and I think when I'm going full force like that, it's harder for me to be stopped. So, we fought to the end.
You are hard to deal with, no doubt, Al. Thanks, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Jefferson. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
Well, we know Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals, can be a nightmare to deal with on the low block. He proved that again tonight. And as a pick-and-roll partner, he's about the best there is. He's nearly impossible to handle when he's on his game.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.